that's why I don't give a shit about Marvel. Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord. Your one and only show named Lesser Saints of Discord. I really need to figure something else out. I'm still used to the pre-shows thing. I guess we're a pre-show to Advance to the Rear now. Could say that.
I'd say we're sister shows.
Yeah.
I'd say we're Big Brother shows.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
They're the little brother that gets beat up and shit on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically Pav, despite his mutant height.
Well, Pav's around the most.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just easier to make fun of Pav than it is Pig or Buck.
That's because Pig and Buck are cool, and Pav is I mean, he's cool, but he makes mistakes.
Well, no, it's also because Pav's around more often, so he gives us more ammunition.
True. That is also a true factor there.
Yeah, I think with a pre-show to your crying masturbation session, Y2K. Not ours. Maybe mine. We'll see.
And why the fuck would we be a pre-show to your crying masturbation session? Shouldn't we be what's in the background during it?
Yeah. You can open multiple tabs.
Skull.
It's mostly audio show anyway.
Since when is 9 people? Maybe actually, you know what? What's our average?
Anywhere from like 10 to 15.
I think so too, but I'm gonna actually look it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of all the Twitch drama with how they're restructuring the pay, which won't affect us at all.
No, we don't make any money here.
Yeah, that was for like large creators that had special deals for like exclusivity on Twitch and stuff. But because of all the drama on that, I've been seeing a lot of statistics, and I found out that the top 1% of Twitch streamers have like 51 or more concurrent viewers on average, which isn't that much. I don't think Hassan has lost his shit. I haven't looked into what he thinks about it.
I don't give a shit what Hassan thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're being honest, I could care less.
But the people that I do follow, like Asmongold, like Asmongold's larger concern is that they are incentivizing more ad breaks, and that's just a bad viewer experience.
Mm-hmm.
And that, yeah. And I think that's Moist Critical's stance on it too.
Yeah. Like, when it comes to this shit, like, I would look to the opinions of people like Asmon or Moist way before I would bother with what Hassan's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our average is around 8 viewers.
Yeah. Not bad, honestly. In the realm of
Yeah,
Twitch streaming.
You know, we have
like I said, the top 1%
Yeah.
is like 51 or more viewers.
You know, like, whenever people have, like, asked me about, like, this show, it's like, it's like, yeah, we got a small audience. And they show up every week, but, you know, they're our audience.
Yeah.
We're still shocked when you fuckers give us money, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't advise that, personally.
Do it, don't do it. Whatever. Make your own bad choices. Smoke cigarettes. Try fentanyl. You know?
Don't do that last one.
Yeah.
Actually do that.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
With you, we just need that around, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah.
Even if I get rid of every other soundbite, that one's gonna stay forever.
Yeah, because we can't always have Bar on hand.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised when we don't use it during an episode.
Yeah. I definitely need to keep it on deck more often. I should just set it to a hot soda.
Yeah, probably. Skull, don't ask.
What did Skull ask?
Sorry, my mind is still on the conversation we were on before the show started. God damn it.
Oh, no, I get it.
God damn you, Jeff. This is your fault.
Yeah. The other thing that I find myself, I'm going back to, like, before I got involved in, like, all the Gamergate stuff, where I was just, like, apathetic and just sort of turning a blind eye to some shit. Just being one of them. And just, like, not caring.
Sir, go check supporter chat for Jeff's.
Yeah, I see you, dickhead.
Are they still on about that last thing?
Oh, yeah.
It is! It is his fault! He's the one that fucking got me on this train of thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. It's like, I'm fine. Like,
I don't want to like reveal stuff going on in supporter chat. That's
no, I'm not
like,
talking
supporter.
exactly what's happening. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that like
No,
he's the reason I'm on my train of thought.
No, I'm telling that to like Skull and anybody else that's listening. Like, we're not going to talk about exactly what's going on.
No, but like,
because that's a private chat.
Yeah. I guess like, my whole thing is like, I don't mind if people enjoy things that are bad.
Or more accurately, that we don't enjoy.
Yeah, like, if you're enjoying it, fine, that's great. But there is nothing wrong with pointing out that shit has issues. And like,
pointing out
actually,
your
no,
reasons for not liking it.
Like, I'll go even further. It's like, you know, like, I'll go back to my prior point. You know, like, it's okay to like things that you know are not good.
Yeah.
The Room.
You know, like,
Neil Breen movies.
Everybody gives Star Trek Generations a whole lot of shit. I like that movie. Always have. Probably always will.
I love a good crossover.
Yeah, is it the best Star Trek movie? No, absolutely not. It's not as bad as Insurrection, but then again, few things are. But, you know, like, what I don't understand is, like, this new attitude where, like, people get so hyper defensive about, you know, like if somebody says that something they like is bad, they get so fucking upset about it.
Yeah. And then they ascribe things to others, like, oh, you don't like it because blankety blankety blank. It's like, no, here's why I don't. Yeah. I don't like the Fantastic Beasts movie. It has nothing with J.K. Rowling being a cunt. It has everything to do with how it's written.
Yeah, if you're comparing them to what came before them, they're not written as well. They're just
if
not.
I'm comparing them to the deeply, deeply established canon, they're fucked. Yeah.
You know, it's the reason why I couldn't get behind Star Trek Discovery. Because compared to what I had known previously, the writing is very poor.
Yeah,
it doesn't resonate with me.
Okay, Pav. Have fun with that movie.
First movie of what?
The Fantastic Beasts.
Whoa! I mean,
yeah, the it
I said
broke a
you're
lot of-
entitled. You're entitled to your opinion, Pop, but I hard disagree with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you watch that fantastic series ever? But the
It's like even
issues
the
with
first Fantastic Beasts, I thought was a fucking mess narrative-wise.
it was a little bit of a mess. It was a little
Well,
bit of
it
a
treats
mess
American
narrative-wise, but
wizards
it also
as if
it
they're
went.
racist as fuck.
Well, that was the whole point. That was already established in the canon that was something that went on before Voldemort.
Yeah, Grindelwald was a fucking supremacist. He
Mhm.
absolutely was.
Oh, I'm not even talking about Grindelwald. I'm talking about the general wizarding populace.
Oh yeah, the Americans especially were like extra, like
Anti-Muggle.
anti-Muggle rights and stuff.
But I said, like as Jable said, in the main 7 novels, like these sentiments were established. This was a thing. Grindelwald was just inflaming those things. It was already going on.
You get bits and pieces of this story in the original book. Like, it's just my biggest issues with the first one. I thought it was kind of a fun movie. Regardless, it was nice to see U.S. Wizarding World in the 30s. Yeah. And the whole it was just it broke canon several times. That was my biggest issue with it. And 1930s US was pretty racist. Wizards are a century or two behind, not necessarily in their social issues. They're always behind in technology because technology doesn't work because magic messes with the electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, you still have fucking the main transport to Hogwarts is a fucking steam train.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I'm not as into Harry Potter as some other people.
Yeah, in the Harry Potter
fine.
universe, magic and
they
technology don't play well together.
Yeah. They kind of can, but but once you get like a large concentration of magic people around, there's like magic auras that essentially come off of people, and like when you're using spells, that spell doesn't just hit that thing. There's like little sparks of it that go everywhere else, and it interferes with electricity and technology a lot. So when you have larger concentrations of wizards, it really fucks with electronics.
Well, yeah, like they can for example, like there are some magic-infused automobiles, but they're not common.
Yeah. Also,
the night bus is an exception.
You already
George
you already
Weasley's
have...
car.
Well, it's Arthur Weasley.
Arthur Weasley. Damn it.
Yeah.
I knew that was wrong as soon as I said it, but
Dina subscribed for tier 1. Subscribed for 28 months. Thanks, Dina. Yeah, but there's Okay. Hey, Red subscribed for tier 1. 16 months. Thanks, Red.
I never said anything about the train.
Yeah. The other thing is, they already have magic, so if the shit that they're using, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like,
yeah.
Why do I need to have a flashlight? My wand can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't crack a skull as satisfyingly as a Maglite would, but it can also shoot death spells, so...
Why do I need a telephone? I can shove my face into a fireplace and talk to my buddy. Or instantly teleport to where they're at and be like, yo, sup?
Why do I need to have a wand? Why can't I have a magical walking stick?
You can.
I know what Rimshee's trying to do there. You thought I was going to say the line, but I did not say the line.
What line?
The wand chooses the wizard.
No,
but you can put your wand in a walking stick.
the other line about real wizards.
Oh. And the other.
And I know you can actually have a walking staff, because doesn't Mad Eye Moody have his wand is his walking staff or something like that?
His wand is just in the staff that he uses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put it in his cane.
Yeah. Well, that was Lucius Malfoy. Mad Eye Moody has like a full-on walking staff with a little slot in it that he puts his wand.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that Mad Eye
thing
Moody
with the wands-
essentially uses it as a cane because
the
he's
whole
got a bad
thing
leg.
with the wands is that it's wood harvested from very specific trees with a core that's either dragon heartstring, a unicorn hair, or a phoenix feather, and it just helps you channel the magic. You can do magic without the wand.
Yes,
Unicorn
Hagrid
hair
is a
helps you
wizard
channel it.
skull.
He never graduated, but yes.
It's not a staff, it's a walking stick, and it's like a sword cane. It's not even that. He pulls it out of the cane.
Yeah, Hagrid never graduated, but he can perform magic.
And it doesn't matter that
Hagrid-
he never graduated. He's still a wizard in that he can use magic.
Yeah, he tends to channel his magic through his umbrella.
Which is actually it's his wand that he had, because he went to school. He had a wand.
Yeah.
And it was quote unquote broken, but it's just disguised as his umbrella.
Yeah, because in the very first book, he fucking gives Pugsley a fucking tail, a pigtail, just by pointing his fucking umbrella at him. Hagrid can perform magic. He is a wizard.
Yeah, Vampire, it can come from any magical creature, but those seem to be the most reliable.
Which ones?
I think Ollivander and Grigorovich know what they're doing. They're only the most well-renowned.
Dudley,
Fucking.
Pugsley. I don't know why Adam's family came into my head.
Because Dudley's a fat shit. So.
Yeah, he really isn't worth remembering most of the time.
Biotech Babe, it was Hagrid's original wand. Hagrid had an extra long wand because he's a half giant. And a lot of times your height comes into account with how long your wand is going to be. Not necessarily all the time. But Hagrid did end up with an extra long wand because of his...
Now all I'm thinking about is, since Hogwarts takes place during puberty, like kids are there during their puberty time period. Oh,
you're thinking of
have
Fetus
you
Deletus,
seen
aren't
his
you?
wand? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard? The longer the wand, the longer the man. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't remember. It's like, are there like
like
wizard
that was going on.
colleges and shit? It's like they're like school after school.
Yeah. No, there's not really school after school because...
It's school all the time.
Yeah. Constantly learning, and you can learn more.
It's school hours and
I was just wondering, it's
after-school
like,
care.
I think it would have been interesting if there's like wizard universities that you go to after your primary wizard schooling to specialize and shit.
No, but what you do is in your last few years, as you're taking tests, you see like the things that you're proficient at.
Yeah, I know.
And stuff like that, and that sort of lines up like job opportunities for you, and then you essentially do training on the job, or it's pretty much trade school afterwards by going into a field that you want to go to.
Yeah, because like Harry's whole thing is that he wanted to be an Auror.
Yeah. Yeah, but he wasn't going to...
They still believe in on-the-job training in the wizarding world. So you graduate high school, i.e. your wizarding school, and then you go do your job to learn about it.
Yeah, well, you already learned a lot of the basics.
Yeah, you've learned the basics, but you don't have to go to a special school to actually learn how to do your job. You just go do your job, and you learn how to do it on the job by someone who's actually on the job teaching you how to do it.
Harry wanting to be an Auror was actually part of the reason why Jeff knows he can just pop in here.
Yeah, you can just enter. We don't have to drag you in.
I'm just gonna drag him in.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe that there are some people who are wrong on the internet.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
When'd you come to that conclusion?
I think I might have heard this or something. You know, it's
Once or twice? Yeah.
Once or twice for sure.
One of those unpopular opinions, huh?
I know I'm always right on the internet, so it can't be me.
Listen, the future is female and it's green, so step off incels, okay?
Oh God.
that's not an official account. That's a fan account. Were you guys talking about?
I know, but still.
Yeah.
No,
we generally avoid politics. We were just talking shit we were talking shit about Harry Potter, but it was because of the conversation in supporter chat. You got Sir stuck on a specific topic, which just continued on here.
No!
And I decided to shift it to Harry Potter because it's something I know more about.
Yeah, you fucking nerd.
Yeah.
There's this fantastic TikTok of this Hispanic creator, and he's like, Miss Rowling, I think I don't know about this character, and she's like, no, you need to read it, and he's like, okay, hey, what's up? This is what was it? The name was something like Juanito Chorizo. I'm in House Gryffindor. Hey, Dora the Explorer. What's up, pendejo? And like this whole fucking thing where he looks like he's being held at gunpoint by J.K. Rowling to read the most insanely racist Hispanic character ever. It's fucking hilarious. So yeah, I don't know. Listen. The future is woke. It's woke. We're all gonna have to get used to it. Simple as that.
I will do no such thing.
We were actually talking nothing about that. We were talking.
I will
about
be
how,
a bitter, cantankerous asshole until I die.
That's fair. That's fair. That's why we like you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay off grid.
Yeah, I'm continue.
Just hide out in the hills there, Rimshee.
I'm going to continue to be apathetic towards these IPs that I have no interest in, and just let them exist, and other people can get mad.
Well, okay, so like, all right, so I've gone through. Maybe it's because I'm getting older or something. I don't know what it is. Like, I would rather watch a really fucking shit movie these days than watch a substandard, like it's a kind of okay good movie, right? Yeah. Like I would rather watch Neil Breen for the 50th time, or like Velocipaster or Shark Exorcist or something before I would watch like
Velocipaster.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
no, it's fucking
the difference is, so here's what I think it is. I think it's the fact that at least you know what to expect going into those shit movies. You're sitting there going, well, I know it's going to be bad, but I'm going to be able to enjoy how bad it is. Whereas a lot of these newer movies and films, newer movies and TV shows, you're sitting there going, do I hit play? Do I not? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be shit?
Right.
Am I going to be able to enjoy myself at all?
Well, and you know, and the thing too is like, so, and in that same vein though, like, I guess I've like become a connoisseur of cringe, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, like things like the new Rings of Power or She-Hulk or whatever, that sort of thing. Like, I can watch these shows and find something in it that I actually enjoy. But what I enjoy even more is people's fucking heads exploding, and because of like the cringe at this point. It used to be back in the day, if something was like overtly political and of a certain persuasion, it was like, oh God, fuck, please. Can the brands please cease? Can they calm the fuck down? Now, with how fervent and how like widespread people freaking out about it is, that is so entertaining to me. Like, it's wild. I want it to go further.
I don't know that it's so much widespread as it is that element is more vocal.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and I'm tired of the lazy narratives for people that disagree.
Yeah,
like
with.
I also
Yeah.
feel like there's a degree of like people playing up the hostility of the backlash to deflect the criticism as well.
I would agree with you, except the quartering has like 1.4 million fucking like subscribers. at
I
this
don't
point.
give a shit
Who
about
cares about him?
No, I don't give a shit about it, but I think it's indicative. It's indicative, so it's interesting. So like that's why I'm getting such a kick out of it, because I honestly don't give a shit. It's not going to affect whether or not.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not going to affect whether or not I like a piece of content or not. Like fucking whatever,
like,
I can make my own mind up.
I'm okay with like mocking. I'm okay with mocking people like the quartering.
Oh sure. So that's kind of why.
Because he has shit takes.
He does.
It's just when people have legitimate takes. It's like,
Sure.
oh, you're just an incel and you hate women, and it's a lazy
Well, yeah,
dismissal.
that's why you just tell those people to shut the fuck up. You know, like whatever. Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, I'm an incel. Okay, all right. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, kind of like the time I was called an incel.
You're the biggest incel I know, Rimshee.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm so much of an incel that horseshoe theory has come into effect, and I'm married with a kid.
That's right. That's right. You were so incel. You went so far into incel. You just started fucking super hard.
I went so incel. I became Chad.
No,
That's
you
right.
wanted to be an incel so bad you had a kid so you'd have less sex.
There you go. Oh, ooh.
See,
Ooh.
that's the fucking 4D chess play right there.
Jesus Christ, man. This is brilliance. But that's why I want things to go further. I want, when they do like the big reveal for the X-Men finally, I want them to be like, and this is Professor X, Professor Charlotte Xavier, and it's Helen Mirren in blackface. Okay, like, that's what I want.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Fucking do that.
I would watch that. I would watch that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, let's just push it into the absolute absurdity, and somewhere in there, we're gonna find something beautiful, and it's gonna be art. It's gonna be crazy.
At that point, it become Poe's law. You don't know if they're being serious about the show, or if it's absolute.
I don't know if it is now. That's the like everything has gotten so fucking weird and meta and shit. Like,
if you don't accept somebody in blackface, you're racist.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, it's just like the advertising. It's a lot like the advertising about a lot of stuff now coming out nowadays. Let's just use the most recent one to come out, where it's The Little Mermaid. Well, they've got a black. They've got, who is it? Halle Berry as the Little Mermaid.
Different Halle Berry,
yeah.
Haley Berry or something.
It's Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey,
Halle
right?
Bailey, that's what it was.
She's a black woman. They had her dye her hair red to look more akin to the red-headed Ariel that we know.
Yeah, it's definitely a wig.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's something. I don't really give enough of a shit to care.
Okay, so like,
but
when it comes,
most of the people that are defending it are very much attacking the people who are saying, "Oh, you're just racist because Ariel can't be black in your mind," or some shit like that. I don't give a shit whether Ariel is black or not. It's kind of the same argument as Cinderella is supposed to be white. Well, did you ever see that made-for-TV Cinderella with Brandy as Cinderella?
Oh yeah. It wasn't
pretty good. That was the one
pretty
where we learned
good.
that a black lady and a white man, when they have a kid, they produce an Asian baby.
That's right. I forgot it, dude. That was way beyond its time. Like, can we get some finger snaps in here with that one? That's great.
you know, like, when it came to the Little Mermaid trailer that came out recently, as Rich said, I couldn't give a shit less about the casting. Like, the thing that struck me when I was watching the trailer was like, God, this is fucking dark. Why is everything so fucking dark?
Yeah.
And honestly, I think I watched the Drinker's take on this, and I think he has a fair point. The original Little Mermaid was pretty, had bright colors. It was very vibrant, but it's a cartoon. You can get away with doing that because it's a fucking cartoon. You've already suspended your disbelief a fair portion. The moment you start putting it into live action, you've got to make it more realistic. Otherwise, you're breaking that required suspension of disbelief. It throws off how much suspension you need.
You know what? It's light doesn't make it that far into water, guys.
That's true.
Here's the thing, though. I have an argument against that, though. It's like, we're trying to look more realistic. It's like, but you don't have to.
Nah, it's a movie.
Not saying it's a good movie by any means, but look at fucking Aquaman.
Sure, yeah,
Aquaman wasn't dark as shit.
Yeah.
Why does the Little Mermaid have to be dark as shit? I can't see what's happening on screen.
That's one of the reasons that I had a big problem with even like the really popular Marvel movies. They all just look like shit. Like the coloring is all terrible and everything. And honestly, everybody should expect that this movie is going to suck anyway because it's a live action remake of an animated feature, and they've never had any real success with it. It's going to suck.
That's not entirely true. The original Beauty and the Beast was decent.
You mean the TV show with Ron Perlman?
No. Emma Watson and it wasn't
fantastic. It wasn't fantastic. However, it was a lot better than it actually should have been.
It was fine.
And it went downhill from there because that one they actually did their best to stay true to the actual animated series, making changes where they needed to, but ones that could actually be reasonable. And they did add a few things, but it expanded on the storyline more than changing it.
So I like what I think is really interesting. So I made a video watching one of on my second channel of the quartering complaining about this. And I do it just because it's a good excuse for me to make fun of Jeremy because he's a fucking chode. But anyway,
do you really need an excuse?
Nah, I mean,
it's not really.
It's listen, culpable deniability. Anyway, so I got a bunch of really funny replies, and this one guy was like, "Don't you see that people are upset that they are having their European heritage erased?" And I was like, "Really? European? When you watch the original animated The Little Mermaid, does she sound very European to you?"
Also,
because I don't think you're saying what you mean, buddy.
She's a mermaid from under the ocean.
She doesn't sound European. She sounds fucking American. Which, then whatever. She could be black. Who gives a fuck? It's fine. I mean, if we're going by if we're trying to be historically accurate, isn't she supposed to turn into fucking sea foam or some shit? And her legs are all fucking jacked up and shit because it's her tail split in half.
Yep.
In the original story, she gets human legs, but she has no experience with walking on legs and feet.
Right,
so it feels like she's walking on broken glass.
Yeah, she's all hobbling around and shit, and it's very flattering.
She has all new nerves and everything.
And at the very end, she doesn't end up getting the prince and turns into seafoam out of grief.
Well, and because she couldn't kill him in time. There was that whole thing.
Yeah, and the original Lion King is Macbeth.
Right, and she didn't lose her voice. She had her fucking tongue sliced out of her fucking skull, and that's what it comes down to for me is that dude who's this is trying to erase my European heritage. That motherfucker's never gonna watch this. That dude doesn't care about The Little Mermaid, and if he really cares about The Little Mermaid, yikes, probably needs to be put on a list, buddy. It's just not made the thing is
Under the Sea is a banger of a song.
It is a banger of a song. It's a banger of a song. But
Too bad. I guarantee you, Sebastian will not be Jamaican in this one because that'll be considered racist.
Unless he's got Rasta dreads and then he slaps around and he's like, "Hey, Joss says you're subhuman." It's very, very woke to be Rastafari.
Well, yeah, but they don't give a shit about original voice actors much anymore. With the strange exception of fucking James Earl Jones,
That's exactly who I thought you were gonna say.
Way too goddamn old.
Yeah, you can't really do James anymore. I just
Like they didn't call Jeremy Irons, even though he can still do it.
Yeah, they should have. It's just the thing that what bothers me though is like we're old. Okay, we're old. We were the target demographic for the original Little Mermaid. We are not anymore, and I really think that it's probably people who are kind of like us, who are used to having like this nostalgia boner stroked and milked, you know, with all the culture and movies and shit we've been getting over the past like decade. And these and dudes are pissed because they're like, I don't like this. It doesn't look like, you know, the things that I'm comfortable with.
Also,
know?
I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret.
Yeah.
The originals still exist.
Right.
Well,
yeah,
like that's my thing when it comes to like, you know, my question is like, you know, like why do it in the first place? Obviously money, but
right. It's
like,
all money.
With all of these Disney live action remakes, I've been saying it for a while. It's like every time they do this, they immediately put themselves at a disadvantage.
Not a financial one.
No, I mean,
No.
in terms of like what the film is going to be, the best that you can hope for is unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's again, like, you know, Disney doesn't give a shit about culture or maintaining culture or anything.
I know.
No, it's all about money.
Line, you know?
It's all about money. That's why they digitally edited out Finn from the Chinese release.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want too many blacks to offend the Chinese overlords, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disney
if
is not progressive. Don't know if you guys knew that or not.
What are you talking about? They just made the Little Mermaid black. They're super woke.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a joke meme I saw or not.
Yeah.
But apparently, like a Chinese poster leaked and like her skin was brightened up.
Oh, sure.
That would not surprise me.
It would not surprise me at all.
But here's the thing: is like what I'm saying is that every, like, with maybe the exception of Beauty and the Beast, like every time that Disney has made a live action remake of one of their classics, it's just an objectively worse film.
Okay.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, but they're also
like fucking Adam from Your Movie Sucks is gonna end up making 5 hours of just how bad the Lion King remake is.
Yeah, but you're also watching these live actions as an adult and not as the 5-year-old whose parents took them to a movie.
Exactly. Right. You know, like we are never going to be able to have the lens to see this movie by which it's being crafted and marketed. You know, that's just how it is. And it's the same thing with, like, I think with a lot of these shows that people are having issues with is these are like, listen, Hollywood is very fucking smart. Okay. It takes a lot to have a Titanic fuck up, Titanic fuck up. Even things that you think are going to be an absolute train wreck. Like, for instance, Captain Marvel. Everybody freaked out about Captain Marvel. The fucking movie made $1 billion fucking dollars, okay?
Well, what was its budget? What was its filming budget? That's another question.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was under 100 million. So they made a big fucking profit, but it was
also
mostly
when it came to Captain Marvel, they were intelligent about when they released it because they released it right before fucking Endgame.
Right, that's exactly right. Right, and everybody was hungry for that little bit of content, and it was going to have a hook into Endgame. I mean, they're smart about it.
It's going to be an Endgame, so we should probably see this movie.
Right, exactly.
On that same vein, though. In that same vein, though, Hollywood has a tendency to play it safe. They know what's going to make money. That's what they're going to make. That's what they're going to release. They're going to do it for what they think is going to require, be required to make it, so that they can make the most profit. And then you end up with movies like Top Gun Maverick, where you've got... And yeah, I can disagree with his personal beliefs or anything like that all day long. I respect Tom Cruise because he gives a shit about filming and making a good film.
Oh yeah, you could.
I've said before. I don't give a fuck if the dude believes in aliens, as long as he keeps making badass action movies.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, I thought that Top Gun Maverick was gonna be at best on par with Top Gun. Holy fuck!
Which I would have been fine with.
It not only was better than Top Gun, it made Top Gun better.
Well,
I've never
the
seen
reason
either of
why-
them.
The reason
You've
why you're
never
seeing
seen Top Gun.
Nah.
Are you
I've never seen it
fucking
either.
with me?
Nope.
It's like one of the greatest 80s cheese movies of all time.
Yeah,
it's
it's a little too gay for me.
for you.
What do you mean a little too gay?
For you.
What do you mean a little too gay
that's
for you?
bullshit.
It's I mean, it is drippingly homosexual, okay?
Yeah.
Like I prefer my men with a little bit more
It's
machismo,
the
okay?
Navy. You should have seen.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have more self-respect than that. Sorry.
Whatever.
I know you love a shirtless beach volleyball scene.
No, of course I do. I honestly I've never gotten around to it. That's all.
Yeah.
There's also the big ass
I would fucking
mustache
watch Top
ride
Gun with you.
mustache just on Goose's face.
There is a whole video on YouTube. I forgot who did it. Somebody did a whole breakdown on why Top Gun is the gayest movie of all time.
Pretty gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
and
fine.
one of the points that they brought up is Tom Cruise's character was only interested in the main girl when she started dressing more like a man. And,
That's true. I mean, not that I've seen it, but you know.
You absolutely should watch it and then go see Top Gun Maverick. It is they somehow turned the most cheesy homoerotic 80s hit into an actual
let's call it
film
what it
with
is.
depth.
Let's call it what
Cool.
it is. Top Gun is a very 80s, very cheesy recruitment advertisement for the United States Navy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, if it worked, like fucking whatever, you gotta pay some respect for the marketing. You know, it's fine.
yeah. So
in all
Larry-
honesty,
Larry
you
just
can
said-
go see Top Gun Maverick without seeing Top Gun, but Top Gun does add a lot of backstory to it.
Well,
So
yeah,
but
it has context.
It's honestly one of those movies that you'd think it'd be a nostalgia trap,
No.
but they play the nostalgia perfectly, so it doesn't detract and be like, oh yeah, this is the whole point of the film, guys. No, it adds to the film. It gives context where it's necessary. It's
It's like
fucking great.
it's like the sequel to Independence Day, right?
Oh hell no, no!
Okay,
No.
hold on.
I like
I have some
Independence
shit.
Day, but that sequel was fucking
I-
trash.
I have some shit to say. Larry brought up in the chat. I just want new IPs. Sick of this remixing your childhood shit. The reason why Hollywood is doing that is because less people are going to theaters due to streaming services.
True.
and
And
there's also the fact
it's a
that-
lot. Hold on. I've been trying
Go
to
for
get this point out for a while.
well, wait longer.
Yeah. And so what they're doing is they're relying on a bunch of old IPs that they know will make money instead of risking something that might make money. And that's
Yeah.
why you're not seeing a lot of new stuff.
Well, okay. So
Hell, I'm
they're
pretty sure Top Gun was a hard sell.
yeah. So I know we do keep seeing them and everything. And like a good example is like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a shit series. I watched the whole fucking thing because I'm a blind monkey and I just do what I'm told. But if you do want some really, really interesting, groundbreaking, good new cinema, I mean, fuck, dude, just anything that A24 is putting out and has been putting out for the past 5 years, like this is real fucking filmmaking like it used to be. Now,
Also,
this isn't...
A24, where's Has Been Hotel? I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I can't wait for Pearl. Like, dude, everything I watch in that fucking company is just absolutely mind-blowingly fucking good, right? And everything's so very like saturated and corporate. But then again, if you really think about it, it's always been like that.
Mhm.
The only difference is that now, with the embracing of nerd culture over the past 12 years and like bringing comic books into actually they're cool now, actually, it was great and we were happy. And now we're so fucking bloated and we're tired of cape shit that it's Like, I don't know, man. Like, some people are trying to like reinvent it, make it more appealing to this, more appealing to that. I don't know. I'm fucking tired of it. Like, I'm tired of all of it. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of Star Wars. I'm tired of Star Trek.
I dropped out after Ant-Man. With the
I like the Ant-Man movies. They're good.
I haven't seen the second
one.
one.
I liked it, but I was marveled out after.
It was nice to see Paul Rudd getting work.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ant-Man was a nice palate cleanser, given that it didn't do enough palate cleansing, but it itself was a nice palate cleanser in the fact that it didn't take itself seriously like all the other Marvel movies did.
Yeah, let me be clear.
Stayed serious enough.
I didn't drop out of Ant-Man because I didn't.
No, this is irrespective of your point of view. This was just a comment on Ant-Man.
Ooh, I need some booze. I'll be right back.
I enjoyed the movie. Okay. The whole thing was I was just burnt out. It was like there's way too many movies.
Yeah, Black Widow
I don't
was
disagree.
A very bad fucking movie, Bar. Extremely bad. Not as bad as like Multiverse of Madness.
Wasn't it supposed to be like a spy thriller movie?
I don't know. I stopped paying attention before Endgame.
The thing is that like Black Widow is like set like after she's part of the Avengers, and yet like there's this huge global threat with a whole bunch of Black Widows, and she doesn't talk to any of them. And there's a lot of problems with that movie.
They do that. They do that all the time. Like,
also, wasting Taskmaster, as Barr said, which is oh, that was terrible. Taskmaster is such a good villain, so good, and they did nothing with it.
Yo! So, did you guys hear that Fred Franzia died?
Who?
Who?
Fred Franzia. It's in the name, man. Like Franzia, like boxed wine.
Oh.
I don't drink boxed wine, so.
Oh, you fucking heathen! What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't fucking drink.
I haven't had a good space.
I don't drink wine.
That's
true. I drink scotch.
Yeah. Listen, me, a refined individual who tastes of the juice of the grape. Okay.
A space bag enthusiast.
That's right. That's right. I have been toasting to Fred Franzia all fucking week, because the man was a genius. He put the wine and he put it in a bag and he put the bag in a box. The rest is fucking history, man.
Yeah. We in the service industry we call it a bib for short.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'll pick up a box tomorrow.
Yeah, no, you did like toast to Fred. You know, he brought us so much joy. Not like that loser Carlo Rossi. Okay, like he was like, I'm gonna take the bottle and I'm gonna make it into a jug. Lazy.
But for anybody that doesn't know, like if you've never worked at a gas station, there's a room behind the fountain machine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the bib room, is what we call it. Because that's where all the bags in a box of syrup that connects by hoses to the machine are.
Right. Wait.
So.
I'm
you didn't know
getting.
That's how...
I'm getting an idea. Wait. Ooh.
No.
Oh my God, we could have spritzers on tap. Holy shit bag.
Yeah, just get a soda fountain machine and hook up.
Yeah. If you can hook it up via hose to the machine, it'll go through it.
I have been saying for a long time that everything in my life needs to be hooked, either cooked into stick form or fed through a hose. Like that's kind of like how I've been steering.
That's why kegerators are great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, I feel like all my condiments should be through hose. All my juices, anything basically that I don't have to chew should come through a hose, and anything that I have to chew should be cooked into stick form, just for ease, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
with very rare exceptions.
Very, very rare. And I mean, like, I can't even think, like ice cream. Well, no, ice cream you could get in a hose. Gotta get a little soft. Yeah, no, nothing.
Yeah, like the soft serve machines aren't all that much different from fountain machines and mechanics, if you think about it.
Right. So everything by hose or by stick. Simple as that.
I could accept sandwich too.
Yeah, you sandwich on a stick, dude. Fuck yeah.
Fucking bar. Jeff, you are a heretic. I've never hated you until this moment.
Nah, man. No.
Food is where I'm obligated to draw the line.
Well, you can have you can have all the food you want. It's just in stick form.
Bar, you have the regular guest role.
Here's where you start getting issues.
Listen, I'm making sense here because like you'll get finger sandwiches. It's basically stick form. Hot dogs, corn dogs, hello, pizza sticks, like dude, strip steak,
tacos.
Stick that fucking thing on a goddamn stick.
Hey,
tacos.
What about tacos?
Pizza on a stick is a county fair staple.
Well, hang on, wait a minute. Tacos
Pizza
already
on
are.
a stick?
Yeah, pizza on a pizza
on a
sticks.
stick.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's like
I've been to a
cheesy
fair,
bread.
but keep
It's
in
cheesy
mind,
bread with pepperoni
I'm
and
in
marinara.
California where I've got stuck-up Californians around me.
No, I mean like it's
Right.
literally it's pizza on a wooden stick.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
no, I know.
Interesting.
I know what you're talking about. I live in California where people are stuck up about their food.
Yeah, so when we're talking about country fair stuff, we have to refer to Sir because he is in the Midwest.
Right.
Yeah.
Land
Yes,
County Fair.
yes, I am.
Yeah.
That's
But I mean, like, you were saying tacos. Traditional tacos are soft tortillas, and they're already a stick. It's a stick form. Okay.
oh,
That counts
okay.
as a
So
stick.
you mean so you
It doesn't
just want
have to, like-
everything to be finger food.
What about a burrito?
Exactly,
Is that just
exactly.
a
Yeah,
thick stick?
it's less big
Yes.
being on a stick.
That's a
It's
big.
like
That's
finger
a
food.
big, thick fucking stick.
Well,
Yes.
like to be fair, like there is a distinction between like there's tacos and then there's taquitos, which are a rolled taco.
Yes, but both are sticks. Like a good example. You could get mashed potatoes in a hose, but I think that might be kind of weird. I would rather get mashed potatoes in a tube. Okay, and then I could just like suck the tube, like Frogurt, but it's mashed potatoes.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, you could get the
Right?
gravy and you could get the gravy in a hose.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. So
You
it's
put
like
the
it's like,
gravy in a special hose with a nozzle where you shove it down the middle of the
tube.
Wait,
yeah, right down the
wait,
middle
wait.
of the tube, and you fill the void as you pull it back out. You've
No,
got
wait,
gravy with every
saying.
bite.
I just had a brilliant idea. Okay, so we're talking about a gravy hose, right?
Yeah.
I want a gravy hose that dispenses sausage gravy, and I want a biscuit that's a tube.
Oh, okay. Yes. See, dude, I've already converted the three of you. Like, all right.
Yeah, we're on board. By the way,
Don't
food
get
is
me
one of the
wrong.
number one
Leave my
topics of
steak
this-
alone. Leave my steak
Food-
alone. That needs
Food
to
is
be
one of the
in
number one
steak form.
topics of this show.
Oh, well, you can have it in a steak form, but you cut it into
Bar
strip
is so
steaks.
mad right now.
You cut the steak into strip steaks, and then you eat it like a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
everybody likes carne asada style steak.
Well, no, you
Yeah.
put it.
Green
You put
nugget.
it. No, you put it on a wooden stick. Eat it like a bob.
Oh, we've got
Yeah, you could do that too,
the
yeah.
episode title, Top Gravy.
Top gravy. Yeah, fuck
Food
yeah,
is
dude.
serious business.
I'm trying to think of more foods that you can't do in stick form. Like I guess you couldn't really do salad in stick form unless we're like getting creative. You know, how would we do that?
Well, it's a wrap, which is just a type of burrito, which is a stick.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, or you could take like
Wrap
could
all
take
your salads.
Yeah, you could take a giant lettuce leaf and put
Exactly
the rest
what I
of
was
the
thinking.
vegetables. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're brain to brain on this one, Rimshee. We're brain to brain.
Hold on. Can we all chastise Bar for a second? How are we gonna do soups or stews?
Through a hose,
The fucking
dude.
hose! We already went over this.
You drink from the fucking soup hose or the stew hose. Like what the fuck, man?
It needs to
Or
be a
instead
thicker
of
hose
having-
because of the. Okay, I see a.
Instead
I
of having
do
a
see-
bread bowl, you have a bread tube, and you
Right.
put your soup in the tube.
Right,
Yeah.
and then you suck out of the tube.
No, you eat the tube because it's a bread tube.
That's right.
Not that bread tube.
It's different.
Before anybody gets any ideas.
I'm just saying. Like, I think
egg
this is
rolls
brilliant.
stick.
I think we're breaking new ground with this, and I'm very excited for the future. We should all open a restaurant.
It's just
I mean,
sticks and hoses.
Tubes and sticks. Tubes and sticks.
Tubes and sticks.
The most convenient food you'll ever put in your face hole.
No, tubes and hose.
Oh, tubes and no, we need, but there's gotta be sticks in there or something like.
Yeah, well, sticks and hose.
Sticks and hose, yeah, sticks and hose. Soup hose, fuck out of here! Come on, convenience is not better. The fuck do you say?
I've got it.
Century do you live in?
I've got it. Sticks and hose tube shack.
Sticks and hose tube shack. Fuck, dude, I love this. I fucking love this.
Yeah,
This is great.
We got this. We fucking got this shit.
It's perfect. It's fucking perfect. I mean, can you imagine that, dude? The marketing for this would be so fucking funny. It'd be great.
Yeah, Dina has a great tagline for it already. Stick it in your food hole.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You'll not be lectured on food? You're Portuguese. Who gives a shit?
He lives on a small island off the coast of Portugal. He's hardly Portuguese.
It's not off the coast of Portugal. It's off the coast of fucking Africa.
What have you ever invented? Slavery? Whatever. Anyway.
To be fair, Bar does live in a wine community.
That's true. No, I bet his wine is fucking dope as fuck. I bet his food is dope as fuck, too. I'm just busting his balls. But listen, I'm going to convert you, Bar.
We're Americans talking about how Americans do shit, Bar, so...
Oh, you did invent mulatto women. The means by which you did that were a bit questionable, but you know what? God bless you, because they're beautiful.
Hey, at least Portugal is on good terms with their former colonies, unlike Spain.
Well, the ones that still exist. Oh, that's dark. Anyway, so listen, tubes and hose. It's gonna be a fucking smash hit. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make $1 million, at least one.
Oh. Yeah.
Was it?
No, it's stick and hose tube shack.
Stick and hose tube shack. That's right. Stick and hose tube shack. That's right.
That is going to be our flagship billion-dollar idea that we're all going to retire on private islands to.
I love it. I love it. It's great. Rings of
I'm
Power
not going to need a private island. I'll just buy the property around me.
You thought I'd fucking miss that, didn't you?
I was just trying to sneak one by you.
Not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just had an idea too for stick and hose tube shack.
Yes.
When you serve like a big soup for the table.
Okay.
And it comes in like a giant hookah shaped thing.
Ooh.
And it's sort of like a hookah bar, and everybody just sits around and.
Ooh.
Sits around sucking soup. We've got ideas, guys.
Dude.
We got fucking ideas.
Okay, but we need to be sanitary, so there has to be like the valve stoppage, so you can't get any backwash, you know? Like,
and it's all gravity fed.
And everybody gets their own tips.
Yeah, it's all gravity fed. Everybody gets
tip.
their own hose.
Yeah.
Unless a cute couple wants to share.
Sure. And it's not really on a lazy Susan, it's like a whole elaborate thing in the center of the table. Like it's centerpiece, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody takes and sups from the soup chalice, okay? It's gonna be great.
We were fucking traumatizing Bar right.
It's gonna be delicious, dude. I would totally suck some soup with all of you.
You can't do soup out of it. You can't taste the soup that way.
It's so good. Oh my god.
What are some foods that we couldn't do because they can't be put in a tube, a hose, or put on a stick? In a stick.
I'm thinking, but it's
fortune cookies.
Why would we want fortune cookies?
I have no idea. I'm just thinking of foods that you probably couldn't put on a stick.
I mean, you know, rice dishes would be a bit difficult unless we found like some medium by which to make like
seaweed. It becomes a stick. Sushi.
Yeah, I know, but like you don't always want like that might ruin the flavor of some different types of like rice stuff. So you'd have to get clever. So you'd have to like have a gelling medium, you know, like say you're doing fried rice
on a stick. That's if it's going on a stick. What if you're throwing it in a tube?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was thinking like if you're doing stir fry, you could take the stir fry mix, and then right before you're gonna form it into a stir fry stick, you throw it in with like egg yolks, just the egg yolks, and then flash fry it super fast in some oil, and that would actually make it kind of into stick form, so you could actually have like a stir fry stick. It's just we have to just adopt the way we cook things in order to make sure we attain the stick form.
Well, a lot of this is like there's a lot of ways to wrap things.
If Taco Bell can figure out how to put giant Cheez-Its in crunch wraps, we can do this.
I know. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
I unironically love Taco Bell. I absolutely do.
I do too. Yeah.
No, Taco Bell is great. I actually really enjoy their breakfast.
I've never tried it.
Their steak crunch wrap, so good.
Yeah, I've never tried their breakfast.
It's basically like imagine their crunch wrap, but inside of it, instead of like the normal stuff, in my case, it's like steak, a hash brown, scrambled eggs, cheese, and their creamy jalapeno sauce.
There's a breakfast crunch wrap? Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
You can get it in steak, sausage, or bacon.
Okay, no, I'm doing that tomorrow morning if I get hungover. We'll see.
It's even better if you're hungover, I would imagine.
Yeah,
so
Taco Bell makes all their foods based on stoners and drunk people.
I think one of the hardest ones is going to be like fries are easy because fries are sticks, whatever. But what about burgers? How do we overcome burgers?
We had to do the corn dog route. No, we had to do the corn dog route.
I got some breakfast. I got some breakfast sausages on a stick. They're basically corn dogs. I got them from Costco, but they're basically corn dogs where it's a sausage in the middle, and they use pancake batter around the outside.
Yeah, they do that. I used to keep the blueberry ones around. It was a blueberry pancake wrapped around a breakfast sausage.
This is where Skull draws the line.
Wait, so
Skull,
this is...
I could turn a hamburger into a corn dog shape. I could fucking do it.
It's not that hard. It's not. Yeah. Honestly, that one's not that hard. Hell, if you want to get technical, you just you just roll the ground beef into a tube and you slide it into what looks like a hot dog bun that's been hollowed out.
You know what? No, that's brilliant. No, that's fucking brilliant. Instead of just regular burgers, we elongate the burger, and it's now more like a hot dog form, and thus it's a stick.
Yeah.
Fucking Bar is gonna kill me at night.
This is fucking genius. Holy shit. I'm telling you. Sticks and tubes, man. Fuck, dude. I've been sold on this for years. I'm so glad people are catching on.
Well, you've never brought it up to us before, so...
I mean, I had to keep some things close to my chest. This is just this is one of thousands, okay?
Jables! Skull has invoked the argument.
Skull, you have to get timed out. I'm sorry, bud.
Oh no.
I'm joking. Don't actually time him out, guys.
No, but
no, it's the hot dog is a sandwich argument, which we've had 1,000 times.
That's true.
In which Jables has a very convincing answer on.
I do.
A burger does not
well,
have
at least
to be
I
a
did.
sandwich.
I don't remember what that answer is now. That was a different.
Of course not. This is why I never rely on you for anything.
I'm thinking about like the last things that I've made recently. Like I made chicken parmesan. I could totally make it like a stick form chicken parmesan. That'd be easy as fuck. Like a pesto ravioli. I could totally do that in fucking stick form. Holy fucking shit. Yeah. I think this is solid. I have yet to think of something that just won't work.
Yeah,
artichokes.
A stick or a tube. Or a hose.
Artichokes would be a little bit difficult.
Yeah. I mean, but you could just eat it in skewer form,
Yeah.
That's the thing. Once you implement a skewer, much like corn dogs have, and kebabs, like a lot of these problems disappear.
That's true. Yeah. Absolutely.
But that's also copping out to some extent. There are just certain things you have to do on a stick. But trying to turn something into a stick is the fun part.
That takes some talent. Yeah. That's where the artist really gets to flex, and gets to experiment a little bit.
Yeah.
Now,
Jeff, this is going to be brought up on this show for the next 3 weeks now.
Right? Excellent.
Yeah, the only issues that I'm seeing
arguing about pretzels being bread. So.
Yeah, that was Katz's fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's wrong.
I love chips and salsa, but it's easy. Convert every chip into Frito form, and it's basically a stick. It's easy, simple. Yeah. It's easier to dip in salsa anyway. These fucking triangle bullshit, dude. Fuck triangle chips. Okay.
Oh, no,
they created Tostitos scoops for a reason.
Yeah,
exactly.
I always buy the scoops.
Exactly. What the fuck is?
Hey, fun fact: my dad was actually part of the focus group on Tostitos scoops.
Are we cavemen? Are we cavemen?
Thank your dad for doing his service to our country.
You're not eating the chip for the chip. You're eating the chip because you're gonna get the sauce on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, the chip is
a delivery vehicle for whatever you're dipping it in.
Sir's father
it's like the lettuce in salad. It's not there because you want the lettuce. It's there for the dressing and the toppings.
See, Larry says eventually they're just going to throw everything in a blender and put it in a bucket. No, absolutely not. No. That's not what we're going to do.
That's lazy. That's even more lazy than the stick. Than the skewer.
What we're going to do...
Trying to turn beloved foods into sticks is actually a daunting prospect here, Larry.
Right.
This
we're trying to be
thought.
creative. Yes, we're going to be creative. And look, we're going to throw everything in a blender, and we're going to put it in a vat, and then we're going to suck it through a tube, okay? That's what we're going to do.
The only things I'm thinking of, I was just saying, is the only things that we're probably going to really run into trouble with is certain very delicate sort of foods. Certain desserts, souffles, things that could very easily be ruined if you're not
tiramisu.
I could also go the rest of my life without having another souffle.
Yeah, I don't give a
shit. I'll stick to donuts.
My wife thinks I'd like a souffle, but I've never had one, and I just don't care. It's
also another one for me personally. Well, then again, are bars adjacent to sticks, or is a bar close enough to a stick?
It's close enough. Yeah, it's totally close.
Yeah, like a maple bar.
I can definitely make cheesecake into a sheet cake and cut it into bars.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, fuck yeah, of course.
Hey, fucking Povs here.
Hi.
Also, cheese souffle. Let's be honest, cheese souffle is this rich coded language for fucking queso. Okay, we all know it. We all fucking know it. It's anybody who's spent more than fucking $30 on earrings is like, no, it's not queso, it's souffle. Ugh, fuck off.
It's like my dude. It's queso is literally just Spanish for cheese.
That's right.
That's all queso means.
But that's not all queso is.
Okay. Right.
No. Well, you might be thinking of queso fresco. Queso fresco is what you would consider the dipping sauce and stuff. That's a different word technically.
Yeah,
it's not a different word. It's an added word.
And queso in and of itself, the consistency of queso, as far as the dipping queso, is very chemically different than just simply cheese, But again, it's poor people fucking souffle. Okay, that's all it is.
Not argue. Bar has a good point. Nobody needs a souffle. It's just French gaslighting.
I would argue with Bar on queso fresco is not. Well, it depends on how you're defining cream cheese, because cream cheese here in the United States is a very specific thing.
Yeah, it's different. So, I agree, Bar. Just differently.
No. Our cream cheese in the U.S. is not curds. So
no, it's okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm legit upset right now.
Bar, look up Philadelphia cream cheese.
I've already told him that, Pov. I just think he's too mad right now.
Okay, all right.
He's probably just gonna come. If he did come in, he'd just come in and tell us that we're all a bunch of fucking savages.
Yeah. So
cream
Larry,
cheese.
Larry, what people really confuse, Larry, is when they say like the U.S. is a melting pot. We weren't talking about people. We're talking about food. We're mixing it all together and serving it in tubes.
Yeah, that's why we have a stew.
It's like, what is American cuisine? It's like, that's a good question because we stole fucking everything.
Yeah.
And made it our own.
We stole everything and modified it to what was best on the go.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with a proper croissant, Larry. I've had this fucking discussion with you.
The sandwich is a masterpiece.
Sandwich is great.
It's
I will agree.
fucking fantastic. You got to get the
now,
right.
the Burger King
though.
croissant, which is shit. I will grant you
wait,
that.
Hold on. Then what's the good one?
Homemade.
One that you make with a proper croissant.
Okay. All right. I thought you were referring to it like in comparison to like the Jack in the Box one, because that one is ass.
No.
There's only one Jack
generally
in the Box
suck.
in my entire fucking city, Pav. And
I gotta highlight
like
Bar's
once.
comment here. Oppenheimer should have slept like a baby at night.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Croissantwiches are fucking great, but you got to get the right croissants because otherwise you're just kind of fucking wasting an egg.
Yeah, get an actual proper croissant made with butter, split it in half, and put your favorite breakfast meats, some eggs, some cheese between it. Sandwich.
Or no, you put anything that you would put on a sandwich in between it. I like a good ham and Swiss.
That's fair.
Ham and Swiss croissant is great.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't had one for a long time. I'm glad I ate before I came on.
I'm getting fucking hungry as fuck, man.
I love Bar's comment. I love Bar's comment. The right croissant is whatever pisses off the French more.
Agreed, yeah. No, agreed.
Exactly.
Fair.
Nah, man, like,
absolutely
before you
true.
fucking bumbled on with your obviously brilliant ideas, we hadn't talked about food in a while, actually.
We
were on a roll.
Streak. We had a streak, and I'm happy we broke it. Because
Speaking of
I
food.
lost count.
Speaking of food, and this is pretty important, I need sympathy because I was supposed to be at Rammstein tonight.
Oh.
No, I couldn't fly down to LA today to do it. I ran out of fucking money.
Yeah.
So I had to sell my tickets on StubHub. Rammstein would also go good on a stick. I don't know what that means. I just want to get back to the food because I'm hungry.
Yeah, they're. I've seen how they dress on stage. They go good on lots of sticks.
Yeah. Do hot stick. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I skipped playing with anime titties for this show. That's your fault, Larry.
What? Oh, are you?
Last food talk.
Live minutes, people.
Food with a hard D.
We have reset the counter.
You said food with a hard D. Wow.
And then I said FOD.
I
Wow.
cannot believe you.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
that's just going to be on stream.
22.
Perfect. There we go.
Yeah, I am very happy with this. We've needed this for a while.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. What you need to do is you do need to make it bigger, but make it a channel points thing.
Let's talk about this behind the scenes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I've been given an idea, and I will force Rimshee to listen to it.
Or kneel before FOD.
Well, it's kind of funny because FOD actually has a meaning in the military. At least in what I was doing, it's foreign object debris or foreign object damage.
Yeah, food.
That's a wait. That's a naval term, right? It's a.
It has to do with aviation, mostly. At least that's where I know it from.
Aviation.
I thought it was when some of the Navy boys had a report to the infirmary. No, nothing. All right, no, it's fine. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm just gonna drink my fucking Fred Franzi over here.
Oh no, they let me.
My
sit
dad
all
was
the
a
time,
squid.
Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Join the club.
That explains so much.
Hey, no, I have said it previously. My grandfather was a sailor on a destroyer. My father was a sailor on an aircraft carrier. So I am quite literally the son of a sailor.
Damn. My father's father was a merchant marine, actually. Like a real salty son of a bitch, you know, like move from port to port, doing that kind of shit, and creating families and abandoning them to like jump off and jump onto a ship and go off and like have high seas adventures and shit like that. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I am too.
My grandfather on my dad's side had a pirate radio station when he was younger. Does that count?
I'll allow it.
On my mom's side, my
not
grandpa
wrong.
on my mom's side was a merchant marine. So
I don't know why, but now all I'm thinking of is fucking How I Met Your Mother. I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but like one of the characters.
No, because I like good television.
Okay.
Is it like She-Hulk?
I've been watching that conversation. Did you guys already talk about it?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about what's going on in supporter chat. We already said that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about what's going on.
We'll talk. I don't talk about anything specific in the supporter chat.
Yeah, we're talking around it for reasons.
Okay.
Yeah. But She-Hulk's great. It's a great show. It's a great show.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, okay, so
I do not give a shit.
I'll put it this way.
That was the point I was making earlier. I'm still not gonna watch it because I just don't.
No, and you should.
I also don't hate watch shit. Like, if I'm not gonna enjoy something, I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
Okay, so counterpoint to that.
I'll give it a chance, but there's a difference between giving it a chance and actually continuing to watch it all the way through, because there are people out there who will be like, I fucking hate this show, but I'm gonna finish the season, but I fucking hate this show.
Yes, I can see that. But okay, so there is a counterpoint to hate watching something. Also, Kevin Sorbo sucks, and he retroactively makes everything suck. I hate to say it, but it's true. But look, there is a case to be made for hate watching, and that is if you find something that you are so disgusted by that it's more enjoyable to watch it and hate it and get drunk and laugh at it than it is to try and experience it and find something valuable in it. Case in point, Star Trek Picard, okay? Star Trek Picard comes out, very first season, I watch it, I am depressed, I am not fucking happy, it is awful. But then a friend of mine comes over, my wife's cousin, and he's like, no, dude, you don't understand how brilliant that fucking show is. We need a lot of vodka. And I'm like, okay. So we drink a shit ton of vodka and we watch it again. And it was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. I laughed so fucking hard. And
but here's the difference. Here's the difference. I would not do that and watch it without privateering it first.
Yes. No, I torrented the whole fucking thing, of course. Yeah, no, I'm not going to give Paramount any fucking money for that shit.
Paramount Plus.
Well, yeah, okay. To be fair, when I'm saying hate watching,
just saying.
When I'm saying hate watching, I'm talking about watching it on the streaming service or something like that where they're gonna get the revenue or the views or whatever it is that they're using as a metric for. Yeah.
Right.
You torrent that shit? First off, don't torrent anything. That's illegal.
Nobody torrents anything.
I do. I don't give a fuck.
That's why I suggest privateering it.
There's also another argument for this. And
free men don't ask for permission. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
This is the argument that EFAP is using, and I agree with it as well. It's like, okay, it's like people are like, oh, you shouldn't be fucking watching this show. It's like, well, if we don't watch it, then we can't tell all of you what's wrong with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
How is it that whenever
it's like, how do we know how bad it is if we didn't fucking watch it?
How is it that whenever I'm in a voice chat with Jeff, someone brings up EFAP every single time without fail?
I don't know. I've never been on EFAP. I mean, I've watched a lot of E-fucked.
Wait, is that the wrong?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, you're thinking E-fucked, not E.
Okay.
Yeah, EFAP is
EFAP
is every frame a picture.
Every frame a pause.
Every frame a pause. And they do deep dive analysis into different culture and whatnot. That's why
the three main hosts are Mauler, Rags, and Fringy.
Right.
Ooh,
And
that's the show. Okay, sorry.
I don't usually watch the show because I don't have that much time to do so. But it's interesting.
They are a bunch of long men, and they are proud of it.
That's why I don't get to see a lot of your content these days either. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I made fun of it because I was like, why in the fuck is there a 9-hour stream dissecting this one fucking show? And then I watched it, I was like, okay, no, I get it. If you've got the time and you just need something on in the background, like it's pretty great. It's pretty perfect.
Also, they don't talk about like just the one thing the entire time. Like they go off on several tangents. It's just three buddies having a conversation about movies and shit.
Right.
So basically me on a voice chat.
Yeah, it's really easy to do that.
It's a little more structured than you, Bob. Barely,
yeah, but how often do they go? Yeah. How often do they talk about food? Check in.
They have gone into a few like tangents about food that have lasted hours at times. It's not frequent though.
But I do think that there is a space where you can appreciate how bad something is unintentionally. So you can appreciate shitty art, like Velocipaster, but you can also appreciate art that's not supposed to be shit, that is unintentionally shit, like Picard. I think Picard, at least season 1, season 2 is boring as fuck, but season 1 of Picard is some of the most cringing, bad, terribly written pieces of dog shit ever, and I love it. I cannot stop laughing every time I fucking watch it. It is so cringe.
I will say this about modern cinema, that meaning movies and TV. Yeah. Most of the time, the biggest issue I have with it is the shitty writing. It's not good writing. They're going on a gimmick. Like, for example, the one I keep hearing about, and I don't know how accurate this is, but a lot of people have said that the more recent The Thing relied too heavily on CGI to carry the film. Whereas the old knew you weren't gonna look at the thing and think, "Oh, that's real."
No.
You're gonna look at the thing. You gotta deal with with what it is, and you gotta do the movie based around that. Whereas they went, "Oh, the CGI will carry everything in the."
Hold on, I know more about this.
So do I. Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
So, with the prequel to The Thing that they released back in 2011. They actually did all of those effects practically.
Oh yeah, I know.
All of them. But the studio came in after the fact and it's like, oh, that looks like shit. Just paint over all of it with CGI.
Yep. And the thing too is like the writing on it was kind of derivative because it was very much like hailing back to. It's kind of like an echo of John Carpenter's entry, but it's not bad. And the writing in and of itself of that.
I argue that it is, but I definitely think it's inferior. In how
of course, it's inferior. Well, were you talking about like comparing it to like the Mona fucking Lisa of horror movies? Okay, well that's a bad Mona Lisa. Sucks.
And also like like, maybe this is just like my personal feeling, but like, we didn't need to know what happened at the Norwegian base. We didn't need to know. It was almost better just to wonder what fucking hell unfolded in that place before.
It was unnecessary. Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Okay, there's a lot of things that are unnecessary.
Like, that's my problem with both Prometheus and Alien Covenant. I don't want to know the origin of the aliens. I don't want to fucking know. Please don't.
There's an entire movie called Nazi Zombies at the Center of the Earth with a mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
That movie's unnecessary, but it's
Trump God President or something.
That
one movie that me and Jeff watched.
Yeah, that was hilarious, dude.
I fucking missed that, unfortunately.
I liked Prometheus. It's just the movie was made badly.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, Prometheus, like, the director's cut does add back in a lot of context. I have no idea what it is with Ridley Scott and, like, how he cuts his movies. But a lot of the times you watch the director cuts of his films, and it's like, oh, this explains things that I had questions about in your original. Why didn't you just leave this in the movie?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, if you
I know Hollywood studios.
Well, it's not even that though. Ridley Scott is a crazy person. If you've ever watched Raised by Wolves,
oh yeah, he
is. He's a crazy person.
I mean, every director has their quirk.
I don't know, like fucking after Alien Covenant, I went and saw that movie with my mom, and as we're walking out, she asked me, "It's like." So what'd you think of this? Like, I think I want my money back and that Ridley Scott owes me a fucking apology.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I felt that way about a couple of movies.
I actually watched Prometheus before I saw anything else, so it made no goddamn sense to me. None of it made any sense to me. I got done with the movie, I'm like...
Yeah, unfortunately, Prometheus does rely a little too heavily on you having prior knowledge of the universe.
Well, like that is one thing. Most sequels and prequels just fall into the fact that, I mean, you have to have prior knowledge. They can't, with every movie, rehash everything that was in the one that came before it. Right, but there's a huge difference between providing needed context. There's a huge difference between providing needed context and providing the entire explanation. If you don't at least explain what you need to know for the film,
right,
Skull,
what are you doing?
It does annoy me.
It does annoy me when I, for example, am sitting there watching a TV show, and it's TV shows especially. This bugs me on, but. I'm watching the previous movie, I've watched the previous movie, and now I'm watching the next one in the series, and it rehashes most of the stuff that the previous one went over. Same with books. It kind of gets annoying, but you have to do that for those who are just starting there. TV shows, you should be able to get away with not including as much stuff because it's a fucking TV show.
Well, there's one very simple word that you can kind of like clue into and start to understand some of these sequels. So, and we'll take the Alien franchise for example. Alien is an art film. Aliens is more than just like an 80s action film. It is a brilliantly crafted piece of cinema. Alien 3,
a completely different story, completely different film type. But Alien both 3, of them are great.
Yes, Alien 3 is still good too. Alien 3 is more of like a thriller and a suspense movie than it is necessarily a horror film. And then after that, everything that was made for Alien is schlock. Okay? It's schlock. Yeah. That's what it is. Even Prometheus, when they tried to be very serious. Even, Covenant, it's schlock. It's schlock because like there is no grander ambition. There is... So like... there's an idea that they're going for... And then they fill it up with things that are going to be interesting and catch your attention and be like dopamine rewarding. But it's not necessarily written like a piece of art. That's the thing. It's schlock.
Like my biggest issue with Alien Covenant, this was my biggest issue with the film, is that it is just a very long piece of overindulgent, putrid, self-masturbatory shit on the part of Ridley Scott.
Sure.
What about the fact that
It's like my themes. It's like God and man and his creator. I get it.
Did you notice the metaphor, sir? Did you notice the metaphor?
Oh yeah, I noticed it all the time because he kept bringing it up.
Wasn't it between Prometheus and Covenant that they had their main protagonist survive but get killed off screen?
Dr. Shaw dies off screen between Covenant and
that's fucking dumb. If you've got a main character from the previous one that was, I assume, somewhat well liked, but she fucking dies off screen between films, and you don't see why. All you hear is that he killed her.
Yeah, they focus on Michael Fassbender and like.
Noomi Rapace is a great actress, and she is completely wasted in these films.
Yeah, she totally is. She's super.
So
I actually got to bounce. Mems is pretty sick.
But and we're good.
We're at the end of our show anyway, so.
Oh well, this is pretty fun. I'm glad I converted you guys into the stick and tubes mentality of food. Everybody who disagrees with this is wrong.
You know what, Jeff? To be fair, you didn't convert us. You just opened our eyes.
I'm good at opening men. Bye.
No, you did it.
People are gonna be able to masturbate to this. This is pretty fucking hot. I'm not gonna lie right now.
Okay, so I think this episode is going to go down potentially as like the absolute maddest we've ever made Bar for having tuned in.
When did you guys summon him? I was driving home that entire time, so
we didn't summon him. He just happened to come in, and now he's regretting that decision.
Yeah, we didn't even.
Are you talking about Bar or Jeff?
Or anything?
No, Bar. He's like, he's literally, I hate you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Bar speak, it's very lovingly.
And then he'll pop in, but no.
I
can tell the difference, Pav. Bar is not okay with this. He was not okay with this show.
Okay, I do want to point something out. At some point, I need to buy you two, Rimshee and Sir, a fucking XLR mic with a mixer that has a compressor on it. Because when you two yell, which you have been doing this entire time, it's clip real hard. I need to turn you down.
I think
that sounds like a you problem, Pav.
Yeah, they've been totally fine.
Sounds like
a
you problem.
Maybe
because nobody else has been bitching about it.
Okay, hold on. No, it's not that hard to make Bar mad though, and Bar's here.
Oh, now you show up.
Yes, because now I can actually articulate my words, and my English is working again. Go to the aggravator.
Anyway,
we piss you off that bad?
Anyway, we're ready to raid. Let's end the show.
Yeah.
Well, since Bar just showed up, why doesn't Bar
everything is wrong. I hate you all. My game was already going poorly. It went even worse. You were all a part of it.
I didn't get a word in edgewise, so you can't include me.
No, you're also guilty. I don't care.
Okay.
You could have done something to stop this, and you didn't.
I'm the punching bag according to these three.
Yeah.
I did happen to hear that at the beginning of the show, you three.
Yeah.
If we cared whether or not
attention.
Yeah.
Pav, if we cared whether or not you heard it, then we wouldn't have said it.
Also, yeah, we wouldn't say anything about anybody on the show that we wouldn't say to their face. That's just rude.
Absolutely. But yeah, like Bar literally just came in to say, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basic.
Oh, come on.
Stick bullshit.
Hey, don't knock it till you visited our restaurant and have tried the food.
You know what? Yes, I will not. I will very much not.
Cheese curds.
You don't want
fried cheese curds are amazing.
You don't want to hang out with a group of friends and have a soup hookah?
No.
Everybody gather
Why?
around the soupa.
Okay, I'm gonna respond to something that Skull said. Skull said, "Pomp, I I am the punching bag for so long. Still, that's only because I've not been here. That's literally the only reason. You were the runner-up.
That's not the only reason.
I'd rather make fun of you to your face.
You didn't do that when we hung out. You were just smiling and laughing.
Well, just because you're bouncing on his dick.
Drinking as well.
No. Jables is the taker in this relationship.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Anyway, we're ready to raid.
Alright, my stream's up. I'll
Yeah, go do your show.
Alone by myself. Pig's not here.
All by myself.
I am live. You guys can raid me now.
I know.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Jables.
Oh, hey, thank everybody for joining us. Thanks for enjoying the show. Thank you, Jeff, for popping in. That was nice. You probably won't hear this part, but
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What's popping in? He practically took over the show.
Well, of course, he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
We're just lazy.
Yeah. See you guys next week, same time, same place.
Have a good one.
Enjoy Pod's stream. Show him some love.
Well, thank you.